guys, this is Agamemnon here for SRT Mistakes, bringing you part 3 of the show match between myself and Ziggittyzigg. And now we're going into Game 5. So in this video we're going to see Games 5 and 6, and 7 possibly. I'm not going to let you know what happens. And yeah, so Game 5 we are now tied at 2 games apiece. Ziggy has won 2, and I have won 2. Now in the last game you guys will note that I was in pink, and it didn't work out too well, so I've gone back to green. Green is good. Green kind of goes with the map color. So I'm gonna put my money on green for this this game. What about Ziggy? Well, Ziggy once again has put down a pylon and sent out his worker scout immediately after putting down the pylon. Myself, my pylon placement, I've put it on the edge so that I can do warp-ins at the bottom and also get a bit of vision of my ramp. I'm building a gateway, and Ziggy hasn't built a gateway yet. Why, he hasn't built a gateway. Here we go. Now he's going to build it. Okay, so we've got gateways out of both players. Get some chrono boost by Ziggy on his nexus there. I'm building a gas. Ziggy does not have gas yet. And he's got a scout coming. I'd like to just take a look at the income tab actually while we're here. So Ziggy's making more money than me. He must have been boosting workers a little bit more. So I think I'm trying to save my warp boost, or chrono boost, for warp gate technology. Now, what am I going to build first? What am I going to build? Agamemnon, what will you do? Well, it looks like I will not be building a Zealot. But, oh, I am! I'm building a Zealot! Alright. I think I got a little nervous from last game because those Zealots arrived so quickly. So I'm spitting out a Zealot just to be safe. Ziggy's now going for a Psycore, so he is now ahead of me in the technology race. Got himself a little supply block there for a second. And now he is unblocked. Let's take a look at the units tab. Ziggy's managed to build one more worker than I have, but I have a Zealot, and his partner is coming out quite soon. So you can see I did get pretty nervous because I got hit so hard in the last game. His worker production is really excellent. I wonder if he's been boosting his nexus quite a bit. Take a look at production tab. He's got an edge on me. He's definitely getting his warp gate researched sooner. He's been mining gas. He's not building workers anymore. He just picked off my scout. I'm building another Zealot, but I'm boosting my warp gate research. So I think my warp gate might actually finish ahead of Ziggy's. Interesting. And my workers are happily mining away. Looks like I'm making a sentry. So I must be really scared because I'm making that sentry so that I can force field this ramp in case if I get that early aggression again. And building 2 more gateways. So if I get that sentry out like that, he comes out with 1 force field, so I'm able to put that down and deal with any sort of early aggression. And that works on this map because these ramps are so tight, very small. So you can block it off with just a single force field. What do I have up here? Okay, so I'm building 4 gates once again. I think I just wanted to... Well, I got myself supply blocked. I also am only on 1 gas, so can't really afford to go for any kind of high tech. My gateway research is about to finish. And the crowd goes wild. Okay, so I should have 3 gateways turning into warp gates any second. Or 4. There we go. he just got one more of my scouts. I wanted to see if he had expanded. Let's see if I know what his expansion's like. No. So I don't know if he's expanded, but I can guess that if he's building here, he probably must have. So we got another gateway going down for Ziggy. He's also got a robotics facility. Not producing anything yet. He's got 2 gases. And what's he... Oh, he's spitting out a observer. I don't know why for some reason I always say a observer. It should be an observer. Because that's her first name. Okay, so I'm taking my army and we're heading out. Going for a little stroll. Probably just going to poke in, see what kind of damage I can do. And then likely run away like a coward. Okay, my army supply is pretty good now. I think I'm warping in back home. Yep. And I don't think this is going to go anywhere, so my army's probably... Oh! Nope, I'm going to engage. I'm going to engage. So we got 2 Zealots at the front, one locked in the back. Ziggittyzigg has the better Zealot count, that's for sure. And I'm building a pylon. So hopefully I can get some warp-ins. Let's take a look at our army supply. I'm ahead by 5, but I think a lot of that is back at my home, actually. So I'm keeping the pressure on, and I don't really know what that force field's doing, but it was a good effort, right? It was a good effort. So I'm bringing back my army to my forward pylon so that I can reinforce. Both of us have stopped production because we're probably focusing so much on this engagement. I'm bringing my army that I warped in from back home. Warping in a few more Zealots. I really like Zealots. And I think that what we're going to do actually is we're going to pause right here. Okay, let's take a look at the armies. 28 to 21, so it's in my favor, but not a huge gap. But you'll notice that Ziggy's kind of stopped making Zealots. And talking about army composition, I really like Zealots. I really do. They soak up a lot of damage in the front line. They deal 2 strikes per hit. So they're when upgraded, they do a ton of damage. And they seem to handle Immortals really well. So let's go ahead and we'll hit play and see what happens. See, look at the Zealots. Oh, they just shred the Immortal. Look at that. Amazing. Especially with Guardian Shield on from your sentries. Oh, just excellent. I even find they take down buildings pretty quickly. And I don't even have any upgrades on them yet. So Ziggy's army is down to 11. I think my first priority is to take out... Is it? No, I'm going to go in for the attack. Going in. So they got me locked up in the front, but watch this Immortal go down. Oh, so quickly. So really, I think Zealots are definitely winning these engagements for me. I think they're really good, so... Okay, so that's a GG from Ziggittyzigg. So I am now up 3 to 2. And I'm winning because of Zealots. Yay! So let's move on to game number 6 and see if we can see a comeback from our friend Ziggittyzigg. So let's load that up. Match number 6. Go ahead and load. So again, I'd like to mention to you guys, head over to Ziggittyzigg's channel. Check it out. He's got a really nice theme on talking his way out of bronze, where he examines his own games. And I think you guys will enjoy it. So go check it out. Search for Ziggittyzigg on on YouTube. And I'll see if I can maybe put a link in so you guys can find him easier. Also check out Furious Geo on his playlist. It's Exploring SC2. So go check that out as well, because he's got the show match listed there. And he's also going to be doing a whole bunch of other interesting things that I probably will not be doing, because I focus mostly on laddering. But Furious Geo's going to probably be exploring a lot of really interesting custom games, as well as pro-level games that might just be really entertaining. So go check it out. His playlist is on SC2 Mistakes. Again, it's Exploring SC2 with Furious Geo. Okay, so the game we're watching now, it's game 6. Will Ziggittyzigg be able to avoid elimination? Will Agamemnon be able to put the final nail in the coffin? Watch and see. So green seemed to work out pretty well for me in the last game, so I'm going with green once again. And Ziggittyzigg is sticking with orange. This is actually, I think, more of a multiplayer map. I don't actually even think this is on the ladder. Because there's incredibly close spawns, and there's a really narrow choke right at the front between the two ramps. So I'm trying to kind of wall that area off, so that, and I'm using my Scantipede, you can see right here. So I'm using Mr. Scantipede so that he's part of that wall and he can, you know, he can defend a little bit. I don't know how tough he is. He's only got 10 hit points, but he's going to try. He's going to try. So I'm going to try and build a bit of a wall, and that gives me access to 3 more expansions. One at my natural, one at the other natural, and one at the other starting position. So I now have found Ziggy. I actually found him a little faster than I usually do, so that's a good thing. And am I just running back home? Am I going to do anything interesting? No. Nothing interesting. I think actually Ziggy's probe got in here and got killed. Did he get killed? Yes! I'm a beast. Okay, so I was able to take out one of his workers. Sorry you guys missed that. I'm building up my wall. Oh yeah, so this is what I got going on here. I did I think it's called patrol. If you hit patrol shift and you just kind of click all around your opponent's base, your worker scout is just going to endlessly walk around his base. So it gives you really good intel, lots of information. So we see 2 gateways and 1 cyber core for Ziggittyzigg. And at my wall here, we see 1 gateway and 1 cyber core. And I need to start researching warp gate. Why am I not researching? Why? There we go. Well done. Okay, so my scout sits still, excuse me guys, still alive and well. We have a stalker that is trying to hunt him down. Oh, hang in there, buddy. Keep going. Get me that information. Oh, don't go back. Don't go back. Oh, he's going back. Oh, the stalker walked right by. Oh, he realized his mistake. Now he has to go chase him again. He must be getting tired. It's a lot of work. Oh, well. Boom. And one more. One shot. One more shot. One more shot. There you go. So let's take a look at my camera. It's his. Take a look at mine. So this is what I see. I see his 2 gates. I see his cyber core. So I got a good amount of information. I see he's only on 1 gas. He's building a pylon. I'm building a couple gateways in my main. And I have an army. Let's see what the army is. It's 10 to 8. Very close. Here we go. So I just want you guys to notice how long these Zealots actually survive. And I don't even have Guardian Shield up yet. But against 3 Stalkers, 1 Stalker goes down. Let's see if you can get 2. This guy's hitting the worker for some reason. And will 2 go down? Like, look at how long he lasts. So those Zealots really handled 3 Stalkers pretty easily. I mean, like, they didn't win, but it held off that attack a lot. I think this sentry is definitely going to go down. Poor little sentry. Yeah, there he goes. He's down. Alright, so I'm taking my stalker here, heading up to the high ground because I realized that the attack must be incoming. We'll speed it up just a little bit here. Trying to warp in units. And unfortunately I screwed up my control groups and I didn't group these guys in. So I'm only producing out of 1 building. Ugh, terrible. So once again, Ziggy, as he likes to do, is trying to take out this pylon. Fortunately, I have this pylon that's powering as well. I'm warping in a couple of Zealots. See how they do. Again, like, look at how much damage they do. They just take on those Stalkers like they're nothing. Like, he's one-on-one against 2 Stalkers. That's amazing. So the Zealot got some guts, decided to come in and help a brother out. Oh, I don't even think... Oh, he got rid of the Zealot. But warp in more Zealots. Warp in more. Oh yeah. Okay, I think this this pylon's going to become my priority pretty soon. I think. Look at the Zealots chew up the Stalkers. They just chew through them like nothing, man. Like nothing. Look at that. Easy. So I think I'm just going to focus on this pylon. I've got now 6 Zealots. And let's look at the army tab. 0 to 12. So I took a pretty good aggressive lead there. My worker count's actually even better than last game was. We've got 2 gates. We've got another 3 going down for myself. I've got an expansion that I put down. Building a bunch of pylons. And what's Ziggy doing? Ziggy is also putting down some pylons. And building stalkers, as he likes to do. He's got 2 active warp gates right now, but he's building another 2 for 4. Oh no, yeah. No, he's building a robo, so he's got 3 gates and a robo. Army is 4 to 14. What else do we have going on? Is Ziggy going to expand? I think he'll probably expand pretty soon. One of the things I've learned too is that if you're going to try and go for lots of gateways, or like, you know, lots of gateways, try and get really ahead in your supply count. I'm at 44 out of 82, but you need to get ahead because when you do that warp in, you're going to use up so much supply all in one. So you got to get ahead. Ziggy now has a middle pylon in the middle of the map, and he's doing hey, he's imitating me. Look at him. He's building a wall at the same place I did. Oh my goodness. Okay, putting down a forge. Probably putting down a forge for upgrades. I don't think I really have to use it for cannons at all. Got a nice little worker transfer going on here. So that I get some quick saturation at my new base. What else? Production. Looks like Ziggy is going for Twilight Council. He has built an Immortal. Does he have any upgrades? No, no upgrades yet. Got that Immortal though. He's now on, I think, 5 warp gates. No research out of the Forge. More Immortals coming in. And look at all these Zealots. That's 15 Zealots. Nice. So I got 15 Zealots. I've got an Observer coming out so that I can get a little bit of information. Also going for +1 upgrade. I'm building a Warp Prism, which is something that I've been kind of working on, and I invite you guys to kind of go over to Agamemnon Ladders. Well, you should be in there now, but go to my playlist and check out, I think it's episode 4. And in episode 4, I have a really nice game where get to do some Warp Prism harassment, using a Warp Prism to drop cannons in my opponent's base. Really, really fun game. Okay, so let's take a look at this. What's the army tab? We're just going to pause for a second. 49 for me to 38 for Ziggy. Let's take a look at the unit composition before this begins. So Ziggy's got 9 Zealots, 3 Immortals, 2 Stalkers, and 2 Sentries. And my army is completely Sentries and Zealots. Interesting. So let's see how this goes. So the Zealots are forming a line in the middle of the battle. Guardian Shield should be going up for myself, but it is not yet, and I don't know why. I don't have my upgrade yet. +1 is not finished. Army is still 39 to 14 though, because I'm bringing in more reinforcements. And once again, Zealots are tearing apart Sentries and Immortals. And Stalkers, I should say. Beautiful. Look at the army, 0 to 37. Oh man. I tell you guys, there's one thing I love is Zealots and Sentries. They're awesome. So we've learned Immortals don't kill Sentries well. Oh, funny. So there go the Guardian Shield. Excellent. We got +1 now. So they go through those stalkers like butter. Oh, beautiful. And we get a GG from Ziggittyzigg, and that means that Agamemnon has won the show match best of 7 between Ziggittyzigg and Agamemnon. So that's Game 6, and that's the end of the series. I just want to thank all of you for stopping by and checking it out. And also a nice big thanks and a big ups to Ziggittyzigg for coming out. We enjoyed playing with him. And hope you guys check out some of our other videos. Be sure to visit Ziggittyzigg's channel and check out our other playlists as well. Alright, this is Agamemnon signing out for SE2 Mistakes, where you learn from our mistakes. Thanks guys, see you next time.